Hi there, my name is Brooke and I have some really great news for you. Guess what I am not? I am not a therapist, I am not a psychologist, I am not a psychiatrist, and I am not a counselor. Isn't that fantastic news? The reason your parents have you watching this video right now is because I am not any of that. And the reality is you've probably already experienced some of those people, or if not all of those people. And at the end of the day, you're still struggling, right? Your family is struggling. It is not you. It is your entire family unit. And so the really great news is that while I am not all of those things, I am a whole family support. So what does that mean? It means that I'm gonna work with your parents more than I'm even gonna work with you. That your parents are about to dive into some serious homework and some serious learning about what it is that you need most. Here's the deal. If you're struggling in your relationship with your parents, chances are you have some needs that aren't being met. And if we're totally honest, you're not very good at communicating them, right? Things like, get out of my room. Really, it means I feel smothered and I don't like being controlled. But instead of saying that, you act impulsively, right? And that's normal. It's normal for a person your age to have those types of feelings and those types of communications. And what we need to do is get your family on a different level of communicating. Okay, we're going to teach you guys a new way of engaging, a way that your parents can give you more of what you want. You want more freedoms, right? You want to be able to have free access to your cell phone. You want to be able to go places with your friends. You want to be able to plan your future and gain independence. Those are things that your parents, believe it or not, they want for you too. The problem is that they're not sure that it's safe to allow all of those things. So if you and I can show your parents that it's safe for you to go where you want to go, that it's safe for you to communicate on the cell phone, that it's safe for you to have plans to go places and do things, then you get more of what you want. The problem is that the way it is right now, your parents don't hear your true needs and you don't know how to speak your true needs. And so nobody feels safe. You don't feel safe. Your parents don't feel safe. You feel hurt. Your parents feel hurt, right? And so what I want to do is invite you into a relationship with me that helps to give everybody a new way of communicating. How does that sound? How does it sound to have a relationship with your parents that isn't based off of arguments or disagreements or discipline or rules, but instead is based on open, clear communication? What would you say if we didn't even have to talk about the hard stuff right away? What would you say if we talked about simple stuff and we learned to communicate over really easy, non-threatening things? And then as you felt comfortable, we found a way for you to communicate the things that your parents just aren't ready to hear. How would that be? So I want to invite you. I want to invite you into letting me work with your mom and your dad, mom or dad. Some cases, it's just mom. Some cases, it's just dad. But I want to partner with your parent figure to teach them more about how to communicate with you in ways that you can hear. How they can understand your needs better and be less reactive to the things that you say and do. And as I'm working on them, I want you to start to really hit a reset button in your life and say, okay, my parents are willing to do some homework. I'm not getting shoved into a therapist's office. I'm not getting put into a treatment program. I'm not being given a psychological evaluation, but my parents themselves are willing to do a lot of this work. Could I be willing to forgive them for some of the ways that they've let me down? Could I forgive them for the ways in which they've hurt me? Can I work on establishing a new path forward where the hurts, the pains, the frustrations are less loud in my heart and in my mind? I hope that you can. And I understand if you feel like that's too big of a bridge to put out right now. I get that. I completely get that. But my hope is that you will see your parents engaging with you in a different way, and that you will see the effort that they are putting into healing the relationship and doing the work necessary, and that you'll want to partner with them. That you'll also want to join ranks and have a healthy, happy relationship that you've always wanted with your parent. That's a good thing, trust me. I lost my mom, I guess 7 years ago. And if you could tell, please don't be offended, I'm not that old. So I lost my mom too young. And I have to tell you, having a healthy relationship with my mother for my adult life, was priceless. It was priceless. The supports that she was to me, absolutely priceless. I want that for you. I don't want you to miss out. I want you to have that somebody who's always there and always has your back. And that might not be the way you feel today, but I am hoping that at the end of our time together, you feel completely different about it. So you may not trust your parents fully, but could you trust me? Could you trust me? I have worked with so many families just like yours. I really have. I have 11 adopted children of my own. We've had our fair share of struggles, and I've had to do a lot of education and a lot of work to learn how to overcome the things that we've had to face. I want to share some of that with you. Okay, I'm not going to force you into it. I'm not going to beat you up over it, but I do want to invite you. It is an invitation to maybe not fully trust your parents in all of this, but to trust me, that you do have an opportunity to have the relationship that you've always wanted, the freedoms that you most desire, and I am here to help you get to that end goal. Thanks so much for putting up with me. If you have any questions, feel free to ask your mom for my contact information. I'd be happy to answer them for you. Otherwise, be prepared. Mom and dad are going to come to you and say, hey, listen, we're going to sit down soon, and we're going to have a meeting with that crazy lady Brooke that you saw in that video. And I really hope that you show up ready to do some of the work involved in repairing the hurts between you and your parent figure. Take care.